Welcome to Freerider. Today, we are at Size Harley Davidson in Campbelltown. Now, these guys have been servicing Western Sydney since 1984. It was started by Si originally, who has since passed away, but Josh and the boys are continuing his legacy on today. And thanks to Size and Harley Davidson Australia, we're going to tackle some of New South Wales' greatest roads on this, the Street Glide ST. ST stands for Sports Touring, and it's about as close to a performance bagger as you can get from the factory. And I can't wait to get on this today and see how it stacks up to my performance bagger and stretch its legs. Speaking of fantastic legs, today's guest, Nathan Hindmarsh. Nathan Hindmarsh is a former professional rugby player known as Hiney. He played NRL for the Parramatta Eels and was a fan favourite, representing New South Wales in State of Origin on 23 occasions. He now works as a commentator and analyst for Fox Sports. We're going to hit the twisties in Macquarie Pass, and then I'm going to head over and meet up with Nathan. If you want to try out today's ride, it is available in the HD app on your smartphone. Short bags, 117 engine, heavy breather, chopped front fender, solo seat, and about an inch of extra ride height. Now, I don't think it's any secret how much I love baggers, but the new Street Glide ST is really great. I made a bunch of upgrades to my Road Glide to get this kind of feel. The 117 has great power and it's so smooth through corners, a real joy to ride, especially if you're putting down some major miles. Seacliff Bridge to Macquarie Pass is beautiful motorcycle riding, and it's not just the nice twisties, it's the lush rainforest out here. If you're in the area, you have to do this ride. How are you, man?
Well, how are you? Good. On the Street Glide.
On the Street Glide.
I said on the Street Glide.
On the what?
Yeah. No, you had your helmet on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Street Glide ST, mate. Same as you're riding, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, thanks for turning that off for me.
I'll turn that off.
I do have a bit of a problem with that.
Well, my kids have an issue with leaving that on. That's why it's
You got to switch that off or you're cooked.
up in on the trickle charge.
Ready to
Yeah.
go?
But I can't ride anyway because of my hip, so
Oh, that's a shame.
just keep it nice and clean. Come inside.
Tell me a little bit about how you got into motorcycles. Was that something you were doing while you were playing, or did it come after you'd retired?
Oh, I've always loved bikes. I don't know anything about bikes, but I just love bikes. And that came from being a kid when my next door neighbour had a Pee Wee 50. And I just wanted one. I grew up on a dairy farm a couple of hours south of here, and I just wanted motorbikes. And I never got one until I was about 16, but always loved them.
Do you remember what your first Harley you got on was?
Street Bob. So they gave me a Street Bob. They said, here you go, take it out to Eastern Creek, do a 2-day superbike school.
Oh, really? How was that?
Shit myself. So I get there, I'm around, there's all these CBR 1100s, all this other stuff, all these race bikes. People are rocking up with tyre warmers and all that type of stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's a full race day.
I'm on, 2 days, full race day. And you had to sit behind the instructors. They'd point to the back of their bikes and you had to sit behind them and they'd follow them around. I remember day
Did you have
one.
apes on it?
No, I remember the first day, you could only go around in second gear. You weren't allowed to touch anything. You weren't allowed to touch. It was a great experience. I'd love to go back and do it again.
It's amazing training.
Well, by the end of day two, I was getting around beating a few other bikes because I was told, don't worry if you drop it, it's all sorted. So that kind of makes you feel a little bit more comfortable. Like, so rat's ass, I'll drop it. Yeah.
Did you drop it?
No way. No, please. Haven't dropped a bike yet. Well,
And what was that transition like when you were retiring from rugby and then you're going into broadcasting? Was it a big jump or you found like really natural?
it was good because I was obviously continuing speaking about rugby league, which that's all I pretty much know.
Yeah,
I've got no trade behind me. I've got nothing. So finished high school, became a rugby league player, and that was it. So it has been great, and the style of show that we're on, we're just a bunch of blokes talking a bit about footy, not taking ourselves too seriously,
It's very
which
funny.
I never did. So, and we have a good laugh.
Tinkering with your bikes isn't your thing.
No.
So what has attracted you to motorcycles?
Look, I know the basics of looking after a motorbike, all that type of stuff, but I think not everyone enjoys it, so that's why I enjoy it. It's not for everyone. I think playing rugby league as well, it's not for everyone, and it's a little bit different, and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Not being able to stand up on the back wheel, I still can't do that yet.
You're working on it?
Well, I'm 43. I'm 44.
Yeah.
I've missed that boat. I've missed the boat. I am quite envious of those who can stand them up.
Should we do stunt school? We could do stunt school together.
Sorry, what school?
Stunt school.
Did you say stunt school?
We could do stunt school together.
I thought you said something else for a second. But we could. But what we do, like we're not standing one up.
Why not?
No, we're
43 too old.
I think we're too old to start.
Yeah.
It's not like picking up a guitar or
You don't like
starting to learn the
falling over
drums.
very much anymore.
Well, it hurts.
Right? It does.
It hurts. I've done a fair bit of falling off before, but it's. I've done a fair bit of falling off before, but it's. Haven't dropped a bike yet. Not on a Harley Davidson.
A bit harder to get back up at 43.
I'd love to have my leg in plaster for a few weeks just to lie on the lounge.
Time off.
Get some time off because I didn't get any time off with this hip.
Are you serious?
Oh, the wife.
They're like, you
she
can
was
sit
cracking
down.
the whip. Kids were whinging at me. I had like 3 days on the lounge,
Oh, jeez.
and then I was up. This house doesn't clean itself.
It does. Someone's got to do it.
Someone has to do it.
Someone's got to do it. You can sit down, wheel yourself around.
Well,
You're
that's
good.
it, yeah.
Mate, let me ask you a little bit about what's happening with Daniel Anderson.
So when I first came up to Sydney and started playing for the Parramatta Eels, he was my first coach in under-16s up here, and then first grade coach who took us to a grand final in 2009. And he had a bit of a surfing accident. We did have a surfing accident, C4 quad. Just got picked up by a wave, dumped him headfirst into the sand. So we've got a fund set up, the Daniel Anderson Fund.com.au. We're out there trying to raise as much money as we can. He's a good mate of mine, and he's
Great.
he's got a long way to go. Yeah.
Thanks for talking to me today, man. It was really
No
good to
worries.
see you again.
Good to see you, Dave.
I hope we get to go for a ride soon once the
Once the hip comes good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where we're
Cowboy
going to go.
stance going.
Well, I hope I haven't overdone it already because I don't know if it's meant to clunk.
It's probably not meant to clunk.
I don't think it's meant to ache.
I can take a look at it for you if you like.
Can you look at this? Look at this. I took a couple of inches off while I was in there.
This is it for today. Episode guides are at www.biketalks.com.au, and I'll see you on the next one. Ride free. Straight to business.
No, it's just I'm there taking photos. I'm awake taking photos. The wrong tube.
Oh, that was the tube.
Yeah, that's the tube.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Where's this story going? Maybe it's this, will we?
Oh, no, such a
Let's
chat,
go.
man. Thanks for having us up today.
All good.